So it's a lovely Sunday. I'm sitting here outside my shed in there, and I just wanted to give an update of where I am right now. So in the previous video I uploaded, I had this box done, and now I've added inserts. So I just pushed them down with heat, and next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print the TPU here, so that when I push the lid down, it becomes watertight. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm not going to glue the TPU on. I'm going to use Sikaflex, which we often use in boats. So that's kind of a gluish, rubbery type. But first I put the Sikaflex on, and then I put the TPU. And then I'm actually going to put Sikaflex on the lid also, so that there's kind of rubbery off from the inside of the lid on top of the TPU, so that it really has like rubber to rubber everywhere, so that there's no way for it to leak. Because you can see it's not really perfect with prints. There's always something. I should probably sand it down, but with Sikaflex and TPU over it, it won't really matter. But I also want to show where I am right now on these things. So I want to show this is the original design, just to get the mount here. And the idea is, from the original crater, is that there's kind of a rubber thing against the shaft, against the plastic, so that it doesn't leak. So this is where you put the grease in this hole down here. But I want it to be refillable, so I'm going to add this one here. A little bit too little, so I'll probably add some Sikaflex there too, to just make it stick. And you can just open it like this. Yeah, you get it like that. So I started to assemble a little bit. I haven't cut this one, so it's too long, but I just wanted to show how it kind of works. But I have done some modifications. So I've added this part. This is the previous iteration. And what happens is that I add it like that. So this is how it looks like inside right now. And the cool thing about this is that you can see there's a slight glitch there, or gap. And I'm going to put the TPU seal inside there. I'm going to print that now together with the one on top. But from the bottom, let's see, you can kind of see the original design also has this one here. So I'm going to put a TPU seal also inside, just to make sure that whenever I push grease in there, it will be against the TPU, and the TPU is going to hold against the shaft a little bit. And then there's going to be grease all over it, but the grease won't come out easily. It's going to be like an extra layer of safety. I think this would work as it is, but yeah, maybe not exactly enough in my eyes. I think it's going to leak, and I don't want grease everywhere. And you should use marine grease, because other grease can actually be water soluble, so it would kind of start flowing with the water. And I just added mocking these up. That if you don't know what this is, what happens is that the pump spins like this. You can imagine it's shorter, it's inside here, and it spins, and then water is pushed up here, through in here, and all the way in. Then I have a water jacket here around this. You can buy this easy, they exist, they're quite cheap, like 10 US. And then the water goes out again, and it should just flow out here. So that's what makes like it actively cooled. It's not an extra pump, it just uses this as the pump to kind of force water all around. I kind of like this design, because what happens is that it becomes really stable. I cannot explain that too well, but let's see. Like, this is so stable now because of my extra design on that one. So it's rock solid in place, and it's perfect. I was kind of surprised how well it worked on the first try. Usually nothing works on the first try, I can tell you, when you do these things. But yeah, so let's see. Sikaflex here, rubber gasket or TPU gasket, Sikaflex against the top. I'm gonna let that dry in, and then push it all down. So this becomes totally watertight, but still removable lid. We're also gonna have one of these in here. So this is for the motor controller. It needs to be, I'm gonna have to push this down with heat. It potentially make it a little bit bigger, but I think heat is enough. So you can kind of see here how it looks like. Water comes here and then up, and there's a pump pushing it up too, so it doesn't need the forward motion of the boat to push the water out or up. And then after I got the lid done, I'm gonna continue with the steering. So I think I'll go with actually putting the servo here. I found some sweet videos of how to waterproof servos without being too crazy. And then this, you can imagine, it needs some spacers. Let's see if you can see it. I redesigned this one a little bit so I can put spacers here, and then we'll have this one going, well, not like that, but yeah, you can kind of imagine like this. So it has to have a lot of like that. So those are modifications. This was not by the original design. These things I added here on the side to make it flat and be able to add spacers were also not part of the original design. So I'm modifying it heavily, but I will definitely share it on, I mean, with the original creator of this design. I want it to be freely available for anybody that wants a jet outboard. So I mean, at least for those who buys this one, I won't share this for free because this is not my design and he charges money for this. So yeah, let's respect him for doing that. Anyways, so this was the video for today. I just wanted to give an extra update of where I am, and I hope you enjoy the video and see my progress. Please like and subscribe, it helps me build my channel, and I hope you just enjoy the videos I'm creating. Cheers!